Hi, welcome to my channel. So if you guys have followed me for a bit, you may know me from my mock campaigns or my marketing portfolios, as well as my LinkedIn. I feel like I've done a lot of growth over the last year, which is amazing. But yeah, no, I feel like I get this question a lot. Also, I'm freaking sweating because it's like 80 degrees, 90 degrees in my apartment. But long story short is, yeah, I feel like I've grown a lot over the course of this year from my marketing experience. I've had a lot of coffee chats, I've had a lot of exposure, as well as just making opportunities for myself that I kind of, graduated school in 2023. I didn't really have internships, the job market and job searching was really saturated. So I just thought that, like, what can I do to push myself out there? How can I be as loud but not obnoxious as possible? And so I just decided, hey, what can I lose if I already face failure again and again? And honestly, I really was humbled. I really was chiseled in all of my skill sets and everything, all of the criticism, all the feedback and everything like that. Again, I'm so grateful for, just being receptive, the support that I've received, all of you guys who have, reached out to me on LinkedIn. I'm just so grateful to have built a community on any platform at this matter. And so, thanks for all the love. I did want to do a little updated of a portfolio tour just because I feel like a lot of you guys, just wanted to ask a lot of questions, or to be honest, I'm not even sure. I just want to go into it. So without further ado, let's start. So this is what it looks like on the home page. Actually, let me skip this on over here. So this is what it looks like on my home page. Let me refresh it because it looks really, I did to myself. Nobody taught me. There was no tutorial or AI. So I saw this where I wanted this, anything from portfolio, resume, interviews, everything is first impressions. So I was just thinking, what is something like almost like a teaser that someone could be on if they were to see a snippet, they'd be like, she kind of ate with that. Like, I kind of want to know more about her. So I just thought, the photo booth trend was really cute. But then I was like, what if I can make it interactive? So if you guys didn't know, you can make animations on Canva. So I actually cropped this like photo booth whole thing on Google, and then I overlaid it, and I had my photo booth strip be the animation, and then I did the copy and paste text from Instagram or whatever, a little bit about me. And then I actually updated this a little recently, but again, I tried to be as creative and implement the fact that I love editing. I love sharing my videos, sharing my life as much as possible. So I did like a YouTube preview / menu / skill sets right over here. And then I had this video replaying, snippets of my edits. And then again, a little menu, again, what's in my bag, but kind of like what's in my portfolio. And again, another feature on Canva is you can actually click on each of these items. You can attach the image, add a link or add a page, and then you put the link on any page that you want it to. So again, with campaigns are here, YouTube, whatever, Instagram, TikTok, partnerships, anything like that, right? Then again, Pinterest, I just wanted to showcase, my photography here and there, my extracurriculars or something. And then I have a link to my cover letter. You can click here. I made an email signature here, and then I did a resume here. Because again, at the end of the day, this portfolio is to continuously have this loop of like, this is my work, I'm looking for work, this is my credentials, you should work with me, these are my information. Like, again, be as intentional with every white space that you have in your portfolio. And then I created, dang it, I wish it showed, but there's like an animation of my selfie that came up, and that also ate. But this is like a mock calendar of what it would look like, if I was on the creative side. And something that I noticed about websites is they always have like a contact, careers, about page at the bottom of every page And so I just decided, like, if brands could do it, I should do it. So then I have my email, my resume, my YouTube, my TikTok, my LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Spotify, Twitch. I don't do Twitch. But again, same thing as here. So, oops, whoa, that was way too fast. So image, and then attach page, or attach document, attach link, and then I do that. And then you click it. Then again, keywords, numbers are really important. Portfolios shouldn't just be cute. They should showcase what you can do. So I noticed the biggest shift in getting more opportunities is I used to do like projects or like UGC, but the moment I switched, again, confidence really does go a long way. I switched it to partnerships, and people green flag it as like, you have worked with other brands, other companies, other people, you've networked, you've done paid campaigns. Like, all of a sudden the professionalism, the level and caliber of how much trust they have in you is like pew, you know. So yeah, again, I have like a little cafe page, so if you haven't followed her, you should follow her. But then I also, I did a 7 Leaves ambassadorship, which my bread and butter. I love them so much. What is it, Bo and Juliet, if you're watching this, love y'all. And then I also worked with Ethan from Fleur. He's also a content creator, mainly for coffee. And then I am a NAMI affiliate. Camille, if you're watching this, love you. And then I was doing a Hannam chain, which is kind of like an H Mart for their program. And I actually started their affiliate program. And then I got some PR again from 7 Leaves. Different brands from LinkedIn will reach out to me, which is really cool. Or like I would reach out to Wild Wonder. And again, the drop down menu. Again, with Instagram. So again, your pages don't have to look exactly like my pages. It really just depends on what you want to showcase. So for me, I was kind of promoting a lot of like social media, creative content. But I feel like when you talk to me, I'm very driven by numbers. I'm very data driven, and I love conversions. I love seeing progress. I love seeing metrics. And so I think having both skill sets up my sleeve really gave me an advantage in the industry. So I feel like one cannot exist without the other, that if you're creative, you can't have the numbers, and with the numbers, like, you do need to contribute a little bit of the creative. So please keep that in mind. So your pages could look like different, like projects, campaigns, a certain campaign, whatever it looks like. So then, I don't have that much followership. It's just showing, a little bit about me, some of the content and some of the metrics that I've had. Again, more numbers, more words, and then my most watched and engaged content. And then again with YouTube, as I mentioned, I like video editing. So again, snippets, shorts. I just wanted my work to be associated with YouTube, be associated with Instagram, and not so much like it's about me, but when you see this, you're thinking that looks like YouTube, and I know what YouTube looks like, and I just so happen to embody that. And so I want my work to be seamless, and no one's portfolio looks like this, and so it's something that's original, something that I've done on my own. Again, same thing with TikTok, my analytics and everything. And this is, again, another bread and butter that I feel like made my work stand out, is I worked very, very hard on these campaigns, and they're all original. They're all my work, and I did them all on Google Slides. I incorporated my video editing into the transitions, into the experiential, I want to say experiential experience, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a experience to be clicking through the slides, and it's like taking you and telling you the story and contributing so much to collaborations or different product design or development or different event planning, whatever. I just thought, like, what would it look like for me to be a part of the team? And I feel like I could be a part of the team. I sneeze. So and then again, I had opportunities to work with Rare Beauty, Sashu, I'm a NAMI affiliate and stuff like that. And then again, another extracurricular portion is I'm very active on LinkedIn. I generated a lot of followers. I think I have like 4K or something. And yeah, I started doing marketing webinars, which was really cool. I met a lot of you guys, and then I was featured in 2 articles, which again, so grateful that as a minority woman that I was able to provide and use a platform to be a voice in this time. And then a little teaser, but I'm actually in the works of something, and I'm hoping that it comes out next year. And so I do want to incorporate that. Again, I'm very proactive as a person. And so, yeah. And then I have an about me. If you haven't gotten your headshots, definitely get your headshots. They're so worth it because I literally reuse them and recycle them. I know you're sick of me. But again, same thing, a little bit about me, and then a lot of my socials, my link tree. Again, when you're at an event, I would throw in that link tree as much as you can. But yeah, that's pretty much an updated tour of my marketing portfolio. Thank you so much for giving me so much love on my previous videos. If you have any other ideas, yeah, you can let me know, and let me know in the comments of what kind of videos you guys want to watch. This is something that I'm definitely navigating. I don't know what my niche is or something, but yeah, thanks for watching.